I'm getting the sweats. My little palms are sweaty. I'm not even on TV.
All right, we're live on YouTube.
You have 35 more seconds.
We're going live soon. All right, we're just warming up the Instagram. This looks good, right? What is on the corner? I can edit this later.
So nervous.
It's
okay. 15.
I've done so early. That's okay.
10. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our final episode of Induction Cooking with Sustainable Princeton. I'm Elana.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm actually super excited about today's episode because Lisa is one of our project managers. And actually, she is typically the one behind the camera. So it's really fun that we're going to get to cook together today.
Yeah.
What are we making?
So we're making a really simple dessert recipe, Rice Krispie treats or cereal treats. This is something I make a lot with my family just because it's a lot of fun and you can, for different holidays, you can cut them out into different shapes. So we have some fun cookie cutters to play around with. And this is a vegan recipe today. We are using Dandy marshmallows and Earth Balance. We have some coconut oil. And while this brand is not, you can talk more about this maybe.
Sure. Yeah. So most cereals are plant-based. However, if you check on the back and you see they have vitamin D2. Typically, vitamin D2 is taken from lanolin, which is sheep's wool. So not plant-based. However, they do have plant-based versions of almost every cereal. Usually they're just not fortified. So just check the ingredients if you are concerned with that. Otherwise, we're using conventional Rice Krispies today.
Correct.
So this, I would say it's like close to plant-based. We're like pretty close, 99% of the way there. So cool. I think maybe since this is your first time using an induction cooktop, right?
Yes, I have never used one before.
Yay. So I'm excited because I'm gonna teach you how to do it.
All right.
But first, I think we should show our viewers. I haven't done this in any of the other videos because we've been plugged in. I'm gonna actually show you what it looks like. So when you borrow one of these, you can see the controls. It's really easy. When you plug it in, you'll be able to push the on and off button. It will automatically go to 5. Then when you want to increase the heat, which goes up to 10, you just push the plus. You want to bring it down, minus. You could set a timer if you want. And if you decide, actually, I know exactly the temperature I want, you just click that temperature button and then you can change it. It starts at 350 degrees and then you can just go up and down. And it's really easy. And you just push it off. So step 1, we have to plug it in.
Yeah, and fun fact, I actually dressed up like an induction cooktop for our Halloween. We all dressed up like items from the lending library, and this was my costume. So I'll have to post that in the stories maybe so you can see how detailed that was, because I definitely did all the buttons.
It was one of the cutest costumes.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the lending library as we go, but this is one of the items that you can borrow for free if you're a Princeton resident or you work for a nonprofit organization here in town. So we definitely recommend you checking it out if you haven't already. But yeah, it looks like the light is on. So what do we do now?
Alrighty, so I've said this every time. The cooktop will not heat up unless you have a pan or a pot that's magnetic, making contact with it. And we also have these available to borrow as well. So seems that you have successfully put the pot on.
I have.
So when you want to get started, you just push on and it automatically goes to 5, which is the middle heat. So right now it says 5.0. It actually goes up in 0.5 increments. So you could do 5.5, which is like the plus medium, all the way up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna start with melting butter, right?
Yeah, this is really just a very simple recipe where you melt the butter, you add the marshmallows, they turn into sort of a gooey mess. Remove from heat, add vanilla and your cereal treat. You could use all kinds. I don't know if anyone wants to add, if they've made these at home, like different types of combinations they've made, but you can add all kinds of fun things. You could add other extracts too. We're adding vanilla, a little extra vanilla today, but you could add like almond extract or peanut butter, or I don't know. You said you've made it with chocolate.
Yeah, I've done something similar. We made cereal bars with the generic equivalent of Cheerios, those little toasted O's, and I used peanut butter in mine because I love peanut butter.
Oh, you hear the sizzle? Is it on too high?
We can turn it down a little.
Let's turn it down just a little. I don't want the butter to burn.
It heats up really quickly, so our butter is slightly bubbling, but it's not burning. It's really nice that you don't have to wait very long for the pots to heat up, or pans, when you have them on an induction. It's much faster than electric cooking with coils.
Yep, so we're doing marshmallows once this is a nice melted consistency. And we're halving the recipe today because I only bought 1 bag of marshmallows. But normally you would do about double of what we're doing here. All right, the butter's looking really good. So here's our dandy marshmallows. You can find these in most stores. I actually got these in Caffrey's, but I think they're in most stores. Oh, this is really hot. Maybe we should
Let's turn it down.
Just a little. All right.
I actually turned it down to 2 since it was plenty warm.
All right, so now this is the tricky part because I've never actually made this recipe with vegan marshmallows, and I have read, and we'll share the recipe, but I have read that they don't melt as easily as traditional, or they melt a little differently, and I read a couple tips. So one tip was to add, they're starting to melt. One tip was to add a little water, which I thought was interesting. So we'll see if we need to do that. They are starting to melt a bit.
Yeah, looks like it's going. Do you want me to put the heat back up?
Yeah, maybe just a little more. I just don't want the butter to burn. Although I feel like brown butter Rice Krispies are probably really delicious too.
Ooh. I just put it up to 2.5, but we can raise it. It looks like they're starting to melt.
They are starting to melt a bit. So you want them to get to a gooey consistency because they have to hold the whatever treat you put in, whatever cereal you put in.
You know, it's funny. People ask me all the time, why aren't marshmallows vegan? It's because most of them have gelatin in them, which is definitely an animal product. But you could make these with conventional marshmallows if that's what you have at home. But I appreciate you getting the vegan ones.
Of course, yeah. And I wanted to try it and see how they work, considering I know melting them is a little different. Toasting them, I think, is the same if you were to make s'mores, because they do have a bit of a different consistency. So we're not quite there yet. But as I stir, I don't know if there's other things we want to discuss. We could talk about the blending library a little bit more.
Oh yeah, we absolutely should. So Lisa is our lending librarian. So if you've requested a lending library membership, it's probably Lisa who's approved you. And if you've asked a question, it's also probably Lisa who has answered it. So,
but it is a team effort. We all in the office use the system. And if you ever have questions, you can reach out to us at our info email about the library, especially if there's maybe something you're interested in that you don't see, because we actually just recently did a Giving Tools Day. We want to thank everyone who donated on that day. That was for Giving Tuesday traditionally, but we rethemed it because we've been getting so many requests for items in the library, and we, as a nonprofit, we have to look for ways to raise the money to purchase or have those items donated to us. So we're very fortunate to have several folks donate and also donate new items to the library. So we will be having sort of a week where the library will be kind of closed for these new items, as well as cleaning and getting the whole library back into, I would say, like a clean slate kind of way. So we'll be sharing more of that behind the scenes with you all, and unboxing some of the new items we have. So definitely stay tuned for that. Oh, we've got some, definitely got some gooey, you probably can't see it that well, but definitely have some gooiness happening here.
Yeah,
so
they are starting to amass.
they're looking more and more like what I know to be what you want. And honestly, I like a little bit of a chunky marshmallow in my treats. I think it adds a little fun to but we definitely want it to be a little gooier, so we'll just keep on. And the reason we wanted to get this started right away is because they traditionally should cool for a good hour or so before you cut into them. So we'll just have to see. This room we're in is very chilly, so they might cool faster.
And it looks like you've already prepped the pan.
I'll have to
some
spray it a little more. I prepped the cookie cutters.
Yeah,
So if you
coconut
want to
oil
spray
spray.
the pan.
Oh, I can, sure.
So we have the coconut oil for that. Yeah, they're definitely
Nice.
getting like to the consistency where they're starting to like no longer be in the marshmallow shape, if you know what I mean. Like I can squish them a bit
becoming
more.
kind of spider webby.
Yes.
They're making marshmallow strings.
So maybe another couple minutes, and then we'll take it off the heat. Which I have a trivet there.
Oh, nice.
Did you make this? No, actually, that's from Ghana.
Oh, beautiful.
When I served there in the Peace Corps, so that's
Cool.
from a women's co-op that they use fabrics, and they made all kinds of fun things like that.
It is beautiful.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I guess also a way to upcycle some.
Yes, it's
Fabric
I think
scraps.
mostly scraps. A lot of the work that they did there was like from fabric scraps, and then they also did like full dresses and things as well.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, I don't know how you feel about this, but I might want to take it off. It's really starting to get. Actually, if you could hand me my water, I might try that trick and just see if it gets it a little bit more.
Thank you. Sorry, everyone, blocking the camera.
It gets it
Hi.
a little bit more gooey is what I think we're looking for, but we will add the vanilla too, so that should help. I am curious about this little trick. You
Ooh.
can already hear the water sizzling.
Yeah.
Did that do anything? I think so. I might
I can
have.
see the steam. I wonder
Yeah.
if maybe it's just kind of like
It is, yeah.
it's moistening them.
All right, I do think we're getting there.
Let's do
So
this side.
how do I go about? I just turn the power off. Is that?
Yeah, and when you're done, you just hit the power button.
Okay.
You'll still hear the fan on, and the little digital display will still say hot. So this is important so that you know you don't put anything like a hand or something on it if somebody walks by, because even though it's no longer heating, the glass top does still remain hot. So
Yes. So
Yeah.
because of that, this is the step where you would take it off the heat. So I am going to remove it, and I'm just going to measure with my heart a little vanilla here.
I love vanilla. You can never have too much vanilla. So
No, I love it too. Yeah, this is definitely looking the way we want it to. So we're stirring in some vanilla. I think the recipe called for about half a teaspoon, but like I said, you can just
you can't have too much.
measure with your heart. And then I'm going to task you with
Yay.
scooping out. We'll do four
Cups.
of the cereal. And then this is where it gets a little, yeah, you can definitely see the ooey gooey. I'm actually going to spray this because I think it's going to be a mess. Give that a try.
This is a pro tip. Someone who has done this before,
All
clearly.
right, one. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Yep. Two. And the fan sounds like a fan turbo.
Yeah.
It does say hot, so we know that the burner is still warm. That's three, right?
3.
All right. And we can also kind of eyeball it if we feel like. I think one more is good. I
Yeah.
did half it, so it's about.
I can do like a scant 4.
Okay. It's looking really good. It smells really good.
That smells really good. I
You can't
love
go wrong
dessert.
with all of these ingredients, honestly.
Yeah, what's not to like? It's like butter and cereal and
All right, and this is where you have a little workout. You kind of have to just mix it all up. Make sure the
can you guys
marshmallow.
see the texture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, we
Ooh,
can
yeah,
get
give them
some
a
of the
close up.
ooey gooey.
Yum.
So it is looking pretty much like when I make it with traditional.
I am super glad this worked. It's really good that we've tested it for you all. Now you can do this at home.
Yeah, I do
And-
think the water did help. So maybe the steam in that last like minute or so helped it because now you can really see it. So you have to be quick with this step just because I'm gonna cut in front of the camera because you want to lay it out before it's already starting to form, like solidify.
Do you use your
Look at
hands
that.
for this? Oh,
You can.
nice.
You can. I also brought us little.
Oh,
might want to
these
just spray those. Yeah, some festive
Very cute spatulas.
French spatulas here.
Woo.
Careful, yeah.
It's coming.
And then really you just kind of lay it down. You can do this with your hands, but look how cute. They're very cute. We're gonna just do about half the tray. Try to make them a little chunky.
Oh, perfect.
It's looking really good. So at this stage, you basically are done with the cooking. It's really just
letting them set.
letting them set. And you can do all kinds of fun things with these. You can add sprinkles, chocolate chips. You can do all kinds of things. Cookie cutters. Growing up, my aunt is famous for her Rice Krispie treat, like popsicles. She put them on sticks. So we have
that's cute.
bunnies in the spring for Easter and like trees at Christmas. And actually for my bridal shower, we made heart-shaped Rice Krispie treats for everybody.
That's so nice.
So this is like a little bit of a family thing, but
I feel like this is a really good construction material too if you're making a gingerbread house.
That is a good point. You could use this for gingerbread, house construction. So now we're gonna let that cool. I'm gonna scooch over here so I don't
Come on down. Let me unplug the
stand. So we have to let that cool before we can sample it. We could try like a little bit of the gooey part if we really wanted to, but we'll have to cut out some for.
I want to see if you taste if it tastes the same as a conventional marshmallow.
I think so.
Hey, all right.
I think it's really delicious.
I might take a little vegan taste later.
Honestly, we can cut off a little bit if we want to. Let's be
warm?
let's be meticulous with our. Here, if you don't want to.
All right, thank you.
All right, not as fancy as with the cookie cutters, but
these look really good.
you do want to let this cool a bit before.
I can see why. I guess if they cool, they stick together a little more. But it's staying together now. It's just like slightly warm. Yum. Well,
cheers. So good. They're actually really good warm.
That is really good.
So we've definitely prepared for you guys a kind of meal, if you will, starting with the apple cider with Jenny. We had a wonderful pita bread with Madeline, the chili with Christine, and now a dessert. So
dessert all made on the induction.
We'll have all of those recipes and things up for you if you're interested. And anytime if you want to borrow and try out,
they're here.
Induction cooktop, they're here.
They're here for you. And I would like to see more people borrowing them. I think this is a great time to just try it out. You don't have to commit to it. You can use it for a week. Give it a try.
Yeah.
And if you love it, you can always borrow it for another week. Or you could take advantage of the PSE&G rebates right now if you decide you want to install one in your home. That is $250 back for you if you do decide to move forward with installing one. It's not applicable to these portable ones, but if you want to switch out your old gas stove or you have one of those ancient electric ones with the coils, there's a good time to do it. I always say the URL. It's homeenergy.pseg.com. And they also offer other rebates for other energy efficient items too. Check it out. We're just such a fan of the induction. And I actually got some comments last time when we posted the video, people saying how much they love their induction stoves. So I want more people to try it. And I think we've proven that you can make a lot of different things, a whole meal on the induction. And it's so helpful this time of year when you have so much cooking at home and you need an extra burner or you need a little warming plate. These are great for that. So I was wondering if we could touch very, very briefly on our unboxing that's coming up.
Yes, I mentioned earlier, stay tuned to our socials and our website newsletter. We'll have more information about the new items that we'll be adding to the library, thanks to all of our Giving Tuesday donors. And we'll be unboxing a few of them as a sort of a little surprise teaser. So I don't want to spoil too much, but many of the items were ones that have been requested often by you guys. So we really appreciate all the folks who've used the library this year. We encourage you to sign up if you haven't already. And
I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun.
Yes.
And before we leave, I'm going to throw the date out. Please save the date for March 14th, 2026, because our Sustainable Home Expo is back. So in years past, we've done induction cooking demos with folks who actually sell them. You can talk to home service providers, all sustainable landscapers, HVAC professionals, energy auditors, solar installers. I mean, this is a really easy way to start making energy upgrades or sustainable upgrades to your home. And we've brought them all to one place. And these are folks that have served Princeton and have a sustainable business model or a sustainable business offering. So you can feel pretty good about talking to the folks that we brought to 14th, 26th. It's going to be at the Princeton Middle School this year. A little different. So save the date. Put it on the calendar from 11 to 3. And with that, oh, look how cute.
It's a mitten, but it's
I
still
love it.
warm, so I'm gonna put it back.
It actually looks perfect. And with that, I think this concludes our final episode. Thank you all for joining us. We had
Thank
so
you.
much fun.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye.
It was good.
I saw you like doing like this, but then you